What is up, everybody? This is Verdi here, and thank you so much for stopping by. Now, today we have Awakening Lahn buffs. I'm very excited about this because Awakening Lahn, for me personally, is one of the most appealing PvE classes in the entire game. It looks phenomenal. It's the female Kratos, chains, weapons, red everywhere. We all love it. We all love to see it. But unfortunately, our girl has been very underperforming into the PvP scene and PvE scene. So today, PA have decided to give her a buff. Now, I'm going to open a little bit of a quote here for myself. Right now, I'm doing my 50 hours of Lahn video, which is I grind 50 hours on a class, then I cover it in a big video. And I finished 25 on Succession, and I planned on actually cutting Awakening Lahn short because she was very, very poor. And right, I was about to do so. Literally today, we got buffs on Awakening Lahn. So I'll wait until these are delivered onto live, and then we'll continue with our Lahn covering for Awakening. So let's read what the developers' notes have it. I don't have translations for all of the skills. I have translations just for the skills that are buffed. So we'll take a look into these, and afterwards we're gonna see what's up with the rest. So let's read this developer's note. Lahn Awakening is highly dependent on catching up with the spirit grab in PvP situation. So if it fails, it is difficult to reliably target the opponent with other skills. So we had to wait for the cooldown. Also, even if the catch was successful, it was quite difficult to reliably inflict significant damage unless it's a 1v1 situation. Therefore, while increasing the damage of the following skills, based on this amount of damage, the effect judgment is maintained from final steps flow cutting. I was able to do damage while doing so. In addition, the Bone Unholy skills, I have no idea what this is, skill has changed to super armor so that even if there is no catch, there is an additional chance to target the opponent's gap, and the gap, I believe, is protection gap. Starting with Earthly Pain, the movement speed of the skill has been changed, so this means that the skill will progress further down the line very fast. See, Lahn is a class that actually scales with movement speed to cut down her animations. It's something very interesting and quite unique, at least I would say, because I have no experience with other classes to do this. But overall, Lahn and Awakening is absolutely great with movement speed, and after the second and third hits, it has been improved to link smoothly into New Moon Dance and Piercing Heart. I'm not sure which either of these are, but we'll figure it out later. The damage of the skills has been changed as follows. So in general, Earthly Pain got a 16% damage increase total just from the bases, comparing just the base numbers, and it got a 40% increase in critical hit chance, or in other words, roughly about a 56% more increase into the DPS front, not the damage front, the DPS front. So let's go into the second one, which is Taunting Death. Taunting Death has been a little bit of a meme ability onto the PvE scene in particular. It's an ability used literally just to have the AP buff, and then we fill with everything else. At least this is my experience onto it. And it has been added attack and casting speed reduction effect upon successful hit. The damage of the skills has been increased, so Taunting Death has a 12% damage increase and a 50% critical hit chance for the entire ability, or in other words, of course, 52% increase in DPS. So this is very big. Taunting Death changes are very big. So the Frenzy Flow attack casting speed reduction effect has on successful hits has been transferred to steps at the end. Oh, so this means that the 20% from that ability is going to move towards okay, okay, we actually see what's going on right now. It's going to go into footsteps on the end or Taunting Death. Now that's very good because Taunting Death is used in PvP and in PvE. So it's going to be a very good ability, an all-purpose, all-round ability. So let's go into Flow Cutting, which is Flow Mangler. Mangler is a little bit of a very important ability with a little bit, in my opinion, too high cooldown for what it's supposed to deliver. It's a little bit of my opinion. Don't treat my word as gospel, but still, we have some buffs on her. So the Flow Mangler has a 25% increase of buffs change, so the super armor effect is applied while using the skill, so that's absolutely fantastic. Change the knockdown effect to apply only to monsters. Now we have for the Black Spirit Flow Cutting, which is the BSR Enrage skill of the Mangler Flow. It seems like it has been made to really flow very fast, and I really like this, but although I have no idea who the hell uses Black Spirit Enrage abilities below 100%, I really think the entire BSR small abilities with 20%, it should be reworked. Perhaps people in Korea use them, but I really don't feel like that's a great idea compared to just using the Z buff or using the 100% if there's like a huge pack of mobs. The New Moon Dance skill have been changed as follows. It has been improved to smoothly link after Chains of Scream. I think this is Bridal Despair and Piercing Heart, which I had no idea what that is. The PvP damage ratio has been changed. It has increased by 15%, so 15% more damage onto the New Moon Dance. Now let's talk about Advent, which is the ability known as Tailspin. Tailspin had one of the weird critical hit rate chances. It applied only onto the second hit. Now it applies for the entirety of the duration, which is absolutely great. And aside of that, we also have a very good 27% increase in PvE damage. Now we have, just to mention, a Flow Vice. This is the Flow of Evil. Flow Vice is our tier 3 add-on onto the Awakening Lahn, and the PvP damage has been increased by 4%. So the pattern rare, which I have no idea, I couldn't even get an idea on what this is. The unholy effect has been changed as follows. Forward guard while using the skill into a super armor while using the skill. So these are the changes for Awakening Lahn, guys. I don't know the translations of many of these abilities. I'll try to find them and update you down below into the comment section, but still, it looks like a very, very good increase in damage. Overall, my experience with Awakening Lahn has been very, very polarizing compared to her Succession counterpart. I really do enjoy the class, but I would say that she has a lot of work even after these buffs. One of the best examples is that she is a class that really wants to play with Deathblow, and in my opinion, Deathblow classes are just, they're locked. They have no options, they have absolutely no theory crafting behind them. It's one thing and one thing only, and you never get to choose. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you soon. Take care.